Namaste, beautiful souls. Whoa, this is going to blow your mind, and that's what we want. We want to blow the mind open. I'm going to be talking about a message from the dragons. I've got a message about creation, and I've got someone who's asked a question about Adam and Eve, so I'll be channeling the angels right at the end. So stay here for all of it. And then the other part is about the waves. So you're going to get a lot and feel a lot. And I just want to thank all of you for helping me to get better, because all your love, all your healing, everyone who's been sending Reiki and love, I can feel it helping. And I've been resting a lot. And now I feel this message just to come through. It's so important. You've got to receive it now. About the dragons. So I'm closing my eyes. The angels want to speak through about this. Actually, it feels like the dragons are coming through. We were once living and vibrating in the third dimension. We are pure. We have pure heart. We are the great transmuters. We use the element of fire to burn and cleanse and clear, transmuting that which is lower frequency back into energy realm so that it can return in the experience of something higher frequency. We were the guardians of the planet. We were guarding against deep darkness, entities that were controlling. We would help them to see themselves. We would mirror, show them themselves, and help them to burn and dissolve those patterns of themselves that no longer served them, so they could be clearer, more open. But somehow the story of creation and how the creative force of consciousness wanted to experience itself went in different directions. And of course we were okay with it because we understood the depth of it. Darker forces came. More darkness arrived on earth. And those darker forces tried to manipulate and to use our power, our energy, our fire for the darkness. And because that happened, we went underground. We changed our frequency so that we were no longer available and could not be misused. And so we have not incarnated or been available in the third dimension for a while. We are in the fourth dimension underground, and fifth dimension as well. And so we are available more and more now to those that match our frequency. You know who you are because you've already felt us, or we visited you in dreams. You've drawn us as a child. You've painted us or drawn us or sketched us. You've spoken about us. You think about us. You hear us or feel us. We come in many different ways. And those of you who have connected, maybe it's just been a once-off, or maybe it's happening more of a reoccurring experience. We are available to those who match our frequency. And you are knowing if you are a match. Maybe the frequency match is happening right now for some of you, and you're feeling and sensing something in your body, or you're seeing a flash of light, or you're sensing heat, or you can feel us in the energy field around you right now. And then you know, energy match, which means that you have the power to transmute lower patterns in your own field, in your own mind. And some of you may want to take this a step further, but there is no pressure to do anything. Just allow it to unfold if it does, to then help others to transmute using the element of fire. Some of you might be drawn to having fire ceremonies, sitting around the fire, cooking with fire, visualizing fire as the way to burn and release, writing things out on paper that you want to let go of and burning it in a fire, in a candle flame. Some of you might be very drawn to lighting candles. That is all a way of connecting with us, connecting with the transmuting energy of the fire. We are still here to guard and support. And we are here to guard and support you. If you are in resonance with us and are needing us and are wanting to connect with us, then you can match our frequency and we can help and support you. We had to go underground because of those dark forces trying to manipulate and use our power for their own gain. You notice this is happening. There are presidents, there are people that are a bit disconnected from their soul, from their higher self, from their higher wisdom, and they're being run by their lower mind, their ego. They're being run off fear. And because when you're run off fear, you leak energy out all the time and you feel very drained. And therefore you look towards outside third dimensional people or objects or situations where you can gain energy and power. And so you use the third dimension, you use people or situations to draw energy from others to recalibrate your own energy. And so that's what happened with us. They were drawing the energy from us, but we are so powerful that we could stop that and go underground and not be available. So you have this available to you too. If you feel like your energy is being drained out, you're actually in control of your own energy. No one really can drain your energy. It's that on some level, you're allowing your energy to go towards them. So you can say to yourself, I'm feeling drained. I'm giving my power away to objects, to people, to situations, to thought patterns in my own mind. I keep feeding negativity or something that's not raising my frequency. And so I'm going to just be aware of that and draw my power back. I call all the light and my power back into my solar plexus, which is the element of fire. The solar plexus chakra is the element of fire, which is how you can connect with us as well. So call all your power back. Bring your fire back, and this will help your digestion. When you call all the light and your power back, you'll have more energy to create, to enjoy life on earth, to enjoy being a human. And you will have more fire and power within you to digest your food, which means you'll have more energy to do third dimensional physical tasks. We give you these many messages today to remember that you are the creator of your reality and your outer world is a reflection based on your vibration. Meaning that you are responsible for that reflection. It's just based off your vibration. And you are powerful. Call back your power and light back into your solar plexus. Burn your fire strong. Remember you. And know that we are back again, available only to those who have done the work to clear out some of that ego, that are not attached to ego and running fully from fear. Yes, sometimes you can run from fear and sometimes you can run from your higher self. We are available to you. We are available to you, but we're just not available to those that are fully 100% all the time running from fear. So, we are underground to those that are not allowed to see and feel us. And we are available to those who can and who are ready. And we will help you. You can call upon your own personal dragon. Ask to meet and feel and experience and have your own personal dragon that will help you to feel empowered, that will help you to burn and dissolve those parts of the ego that keep you trapped, that make you small. We are here to help you with all of this so that you can stand and remember and be and live from the powerful creator that you are. We love you, we see you, and we are available to you once again. Wow. Whew. So find your own dragon and draw them, write their name, ask them what their name is, journal about them, visualize them, connect in whichever way is more natural for you, and enjoy having them support you and help you and share in our group here. If you are connecting to the dragon energy, or are you connecting to the fairy energy, or are you connecting to something else, the angels or your guides, like who and what do you connect with most naturally, and what is the way in which you connect? Share with us what you're experiencing, and share with us what you're burning and dissolving, and what you're using your power and your fire to create more of in this reality, in this beautiful real dream that we're all finding ourselves inside. So the next part of this is Adam and Eve, and I'm going to answer that at the end, and also creation. So some people believe in the Big Bang. Some people believe in Adam and Eve. All of it is beliefs. All of it is whatever you want to believe, you can believe. It's a mind-made dream anyway. Everything is mind-made. Everything's imagined. You're imagining yourself into this body, into this experience. It's an imagined experience. Like, that's how powerful the mind is. So the beginning of all of this, creation, how was this world actually created? We bring this to the angels today. At first, there was emptiness, there was space, there was God, oneness, nothing. There was nothing, there was spaciousness, just nothing. And it was perfect and infinite, nothing going on. And in that nothingness, something arose, the most powerful substance called mind. This beautiful, powerful substance called mind was given free will to create, to imagine. And it imagined rivers and mountains and beauty, absolute nature, and all was still divinely perfect. And so it wanted contrast. There was a desire within the mind to experience not perfection. And so it created the human experience, where consciousness, God is in the human, but that then it created that the human would forget what the human really is. It would forget that it's consciousness, that it's God, and its mind, it would have this lower mind that would be able to experience duality, conflict, contrast, dark and light, whatever it is that's polar opposite. And it needed to forget what it truly was, because if it remembered what it truly was, it would just stay in bliss, because that's what the consciousness state is. It's just perfect. It's infinite perfection. And so in order for it to have some other different kind of aspect and experience, it had to forget what it really is, so that it could fall asleep and believe in the conflict and the contrast and actually live it out, actually experience it out. And so here it's happening. Consciousness in trillions of different ways, forgetting itself and then truly believing in what the lower mind, the ego says, and really feeling the emotions and having a real dream. And then something started to happen. It started to wake up and remember. The human started to remember. And that's part of this incredible creative process, is to then remember itself. But because for so long it's been believing and feeding its awareness and energy and light to the lower mind, it's taking time to release the grip and the hold of all those imperfect beliefs and systems. And that's the joy and the beauty of creation, to be able to live and hold and see the contrast and the conflict and the imperfection and experience it and embrace it and embody it fully, while knowing what one truly is such an incredible gift which is available and happening. And so creation, there is no real true answer, because it just is. It's consciousness just wanting to have a dual experience of itself. And there's no reason for it wanting it. It's just happening. And you are part of this great, creative, expansive experience of yourself in duality. And it's as simple yet as powerful as that. Whew, here we go, going deep today. So I just want to share with you that we've got one more week until I start Reiki level 1. So if any of you have started to feel like, oh wow, I love Natalie, I love her energy, I want to spend more time with her, I want to dive deeper into all of the stuff, this like spiritual awakening, I want to tap deeper into my essence and get to like break all these patterns, dissolve them, and really feel the light that I am, then I am here with open arms, and I invite you to join me on Reiki level 1. You have to do level 1 in order to join my Reiki hub, which is this beautiful circle of powerful light. And people ask me some deep questions, and we go deep, deep, deep. And also, in order to do level 2, you have to do level 1. So if you're kind of feeling like, oh, I want to have deep spiritual experience, I want to connect deeper with the angels, there's something more that I want, then come and join this Reiki level 1, because that's what I'm offering. That's what I'm here. That's where my energy is vibrating right now in life. I don't know how long I'll be offering this for. I have no idea. I just empty out and allow whatever the deep consciousness inside of me wants to experience next. And so for now, I'm loving sharing Reiki. And I feel like it will probably go on for a while longer, but I don't want to like put myself in a box. I just want to keep like the same with this beautiful community here. I keep allowing consciousness to speak through me, allowing the angels to speak through me, and just show up as pure as I possibly can by doing the work on myself and constantly emptying out everything and anything. The whole frequency's gone so high. So yes, I'm here with an open heart to welcome you. And just read below in the description. Below in the description, I've now added a link where you can directly sign up, because I saw someone try to sign up and the card didn't work, and I don't have your email address. Paul McCon, I think it is. You tried to sign up. Email me, natalie@natalienamaste.com. Or just, I've added this link where you can sign up, and it should be easier to sign up. So that link is below. There's also another link where you can read more about Reiki and this journey, so that you can sense and feel if it's right for you. And if it's right for you, then you connect with me, and I'm here. So that's that. And then of course I've got the 11th, every 11th of the month, we've got Lynne Stukart, who is like mind-blowing, high frequency. She works with sound healing. So you know when it's me and a sound healer, woo, we're just like reaching the stars. So that's what's happening on the 11th of August, is we're going to have a sound bath to bring you into the state of wholeness and wellness. So anyone who needs healing, anyone who just wants to come and be in a bath of beautiful sound and high frequency with me and the angels and Lynne, you can sign up. I'll include the link for the 11th of August. I feel like that's everything I'm offering at the moment. Yeah, that's it. So everyone, you know about the Reiki Hub. I've spoken about it quite a lot. The information's below as well. Now I'm going to answer the question. Dearest Natalie, thanks for sharing all that you do. I am very grateful. I wish to ask the angelic beings of pure love about Eve, the divine feminine, the mother of us all. My heart has been yearning for clarity and authentic, real truth. It seems that Eve has been subjugated to the realms of the rule breaker, the one who took the bite from the apple of the tree of knowledge to awaken to the truth. Being a male, I feel in my heart that the true story must be told. Thank you all in advance for the gift of this very important information. Warmest of love and joy. Free Will Warrior 1. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what the angels bring through. The myth of Adam and Eve is a myth. It's a mind-made story based on some sort of truth, some sort of energy. And this energy that it's based on is that all was divine perfection and infinite love. And that was lovely, but consciousness wanted to experience itself in the duality. And so instead of looking at Eve as the rule breaker and the problem, she actually was the one that initiated the most incredible miracle of all, duality, that oneness, which you could say was kind of bored of just being one, perfection. And so Eve was courageous and brave to bite into something that could be quite scary, to be able to experience oneself as separate from the oneness, to be able to experience through the duality, the polarity. It's an absolute miracle, and it takes courageous spirit to say, yes, I'm going to move myself from absolute peace and oneness and love forever to have different challenges and experiences. Each one of you have bitten into the apple. Each one of you have got the brave, courageous Eve spirit because you're here, because you're in the duality. Every time a soul embarks on its separate experience, going into higher dimensions, lower dimensions, different planets, different worlds, Earth, or other spaces, you are biting into the courageous apple of separation, of experiencing yourself separately from oneness. And then you return after your life or many lifetimes. The individual soul experience returns back, folds back into its infinite self of oneness. And there you sit, doing nothing, just being, peace, until there's an arising, and the mind then is separate so that you can experience yourself in a different way, and you take the bite and you take the courage and you go and have a separate soul experience, maybe as a human, maybe as a bird, maybe as a butterfly, maybe as a earthworm or a snake or a spider, maybe as a dragon or a giant or a unicorn, maybe as an alien, an extraterrestrial. But each and every time you take that bite and you take that bravery. The truth is that consciousness, oneness, is just one. You could call it the yang, the masculine energy. There's no movement inside it. It's still. And then it takes the yin, the feminine. It takes the polarity force to arise in order for it to experience itself as separation. And that is where waves of consciousness, waves of expression start to move, unfold, and be experienced. And so the yang, if you stay just being the yang of God, of oneness, of stillness. You'll stay in the still point. And then you bring in the yin, which brings in movement. And it then creates the whole of the reality of the dream that you're experiencing and many other dreams. And that is why the yin and the yang together make this whole world happen, make the dream become alive. If you just have the yin without the yang, you're back to still point. If you just have the yang without the yin, you're back to still point. So it takes polarity, it takes duality in order to be expressed and experienced. So there was oneness, and then there was the yin, the feminine energy, that was courageous and creative to create polarity and experience itself. And there is no right or wrong. That's very mind-made. That's very ego, where it judges as right or wrong. There's only energy. Yin energy, yang energy. It's just energy. It's energy waves. Just like when you have an emotion, that's a wave. When you have a thought, that's a wave. You are a wave of energy and light. You are a human being, a wave of energy in many different ways, which creates a pattern, which creates your identity, which creates your personality. Many, many waves creating your expression and experience. Beautiful soul. There is no right or wrong. There are only waves of energy. Take a creative, courageous one and face the dark and the light. Don't be scared of either. And that is your gateway home to wholeness. Whew, wonderful. So I leave you with that. Integrate it. Watch it again and again. Thank you for your question. Thank you for being a part of my community. For those of you who are new, I invite you to subscribe and join us. Thank you for adding hearts and likes and comments and sharing from your heart and soul. I read everything and feel everything. From my heart and soul, Namaste.